Hi everybody. Today I'm going to do a little tutorial on manual sign language. Manual sign language is a great augmentative and alternative communication option for individuals with autism. Sign language is a universal language and many individuals without autism use sign language. So teaching a child with autism to use sign language will enable them to speak with many individuals that are able to sign. Sign language can be taught to individuals that are nonverbal or that have limited communication. And teaching sign language will often get the individual to speak after the training when they were unable to prior to the training. Most other types of augmentative and alternative communication devices utilize visual discrimination, but there's not enough research to support the superiority of either type of system. So visual discrimination means a lot of the other options like PECs and speech-generated devices use pictures or symbols, either physical ones that you hold in your hand or on a screen, and sign language does not use pictures or symbols. And even though sign language is more dated than these other newer types of AACs, there's not any research saying that just because it doesn't use visual discrimination that it's worse or better than PECs or speech-generated devices. So some advantages to teaching sign language: it's very portable. You do not need to carry anything with you. You just use your hands. The response efficiency. An individual using sign language can immediately make a sign quickly and get what they want, whereas an individual using PECs or a speech-generated device has to find the pictures or find them on their screen. It might take longer. Sign language is comprehensive. It covers everything. You can teach any word or phrase using sign language. It is topography-based. It can also reduce problem behavior. So rather than a child engaging in tantrums or other problem behaviors, they can use sign language to get what they want or need. And then sign language can be used to teach many verbal operants, not only manding, but also tax, interverbals, and receptive identification. Some disadvantages to teaching teaching sign language would be the student's abilities and the repertoire. You want to make sure that they do not have poor imitation skills or poor fine motor skills. This will not allow them to be able to use sign language. And then the speed of the acquisition of the initial signs. When you're first beginning to teach sign language, oftentimes individuals take a little while to catch on. The environment, are they going to be around other people that can sign? This would expand the amount of people they can speak to. And then their age. There is a prompt hierarchy that you can use when teaching sign language, and I kind of outlined it here. So the first one is the full physical prompt. That would be physically hand over hand assisting the child with the sign. So for example, if this was the client and this was me, I could be like, eat, and help the child to do the sign for eat. The next one is partial physical. Partial physical prompt would mean that I would kind of push my hand on theirs until they got it, but then I would fade away and let them actually engage in the sign, eat. The next one is modeling. Modeling would mean I would just show them, eat, and then they would do it after me. Gesturing would maybe mean I just kind of pointed at their hand, and then they went ahead and did it themselves. And then the last one that we're looking for is to be independent and them to be able to be motivated to eat and then just sign eat. With the prompt hierarchy, we may not always start at full physical. You want to feel your learner out. Take the freebies if you can. If your individual does not need full or partial physical, you can start with modeling or just start with gestures if that's all they need. You always want to pair the signs with the spoken words. This is what's going to get them talking, which is our ultimate goal. You also want to reinforce extra with sound approximations, then shape those approximations to be closer to the word that you are looking for. Then when you teach these, you want to start with manding, create motivational opportunities, and then fade the signs as the individual is able to speak vocally and is understandable. That is my tutorial on sign language, teaching sign language to individuals with autism. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.